Let's take a look at template literals from ES6. Template literals are string literals allowing embedded expressions. You can use multi-line strings and string interpolation features with them. Let's take a look at what this looks like in code. So the first example is const favorite language equals JavaScript. And then if I want to create a template literal, I would say const phrase equals, and then I use the tick, which is to the left of the 1 key on your keyboard, and I can say I love, and where I want to insert things, such as a variable, I just do the $ in brackets and I say favorite language in this example. And down here I can say console.log phrase. And if I run this code, I see I love JavaScript. Perfect. Moving on, the second example is I can do things other than just insert variables too. I can do console.log. Inside of this, I'm going to do a template literal, and I can say I can do expressions inside 2. Inside of here, I can do something like 14 plus 2. And if I run this, you'll see I can do expressions inside 216. So this is cool because I can actually run expressions inside of the template literal. It's all sorts of useful. Let's look at example 3. I can call a function within inside a template literal also. This is very useful. Let's take a look at what one example of that would look like. So I can say const half a number equals an arrow function that takes in input number, and it returns input number divided by 2. And so down here I'm going to say const print number facts equals an arrow function that takes in one number. Inside of here I'm going to say console.log a template literal that says half of, and I'm going to insert the number that was passed in, is, and then I'm going to call half a number, and I'm going to pass in number. And we can see what this looks like when we run. We can say print number facts. If I pass in 10, we can see how this behaves. So I can see half of 10 is 5. So when I called print number facts, I passed in 10. So it says half of 10 is, and then I call half a number and I pass it number. And so that returns the number divided by 2. So I see half of 10 is 5. Another useful example that I can do with template literals that I can't really do with normal strings is I can have multi-line strings. An example of that would be const multi-line example equals I can do multi-line strings if needed without a slash in headache. This is nice because I can do all sorts of useful things with this. So I can do multi-line strings if needed without slash in headaches. This is really nice compared to having to convert things with, you've seen them before, right? So slash in, things like that. It just becomes easier to read if you just have a natural language like this.